UMAR, AHMED, IFL TV, MTK Global, joined by Dom Ingle. Just seeing your man Billy Joe make his American debut. Is it fair to say not the American debut you wanted?
No, not the American debut we wanted. I mean, I just spoke to one of the commissioner, and he said that it was a very close fight. They had it at the point just before the stoppage. They had it 96-94 to Barry on 2 calls and 96-94 to the other guy. Obviously, you know, Billy knew. I said to him, you know, you need these 2 rounds to win. And he didn't wait for the scorecards. He went in and banged the kid out. The kid was very awkward and tricky. You know, that guy, he was a world title fight. It's a big opportunity for him. You see what Ruiz did to Joshua, and we never overlook that guy. Billy won't make excuses. I'm not going to make excuses. We know, you know, what went wrong and what went right in this fight. Luckily, he'd done the training. He's got a boxer's brain and a champion's heart, and he finished with a knockout, and he moves on. You know, there's things to be addressed for next time we come to the States, and you know, we'll all sit down and analyse that.
Could you tell in the changing room he wasn't at his best?
Listen, you never know when you've only come a week before what's in store. You don't know how you're going to perform. So you know, that's the way it is. He obviously had problems with his visa, and fair play to him. You know, he did have the opportunity, the chance to actually say, no, I'm not going to go to America, we'll do it on a later date. He said, no, I'm ready to go now, I've got to do it. And that's what he did, and he took the law into his own hands and finished the kid off.
Just talk me through the knockout in the 11th round, dropped him 3 times.
You know, to be honest, I wasn't. I said to Billy, you know, I seen Billy catch the guy a couple of times. You know, in the first couple of rounds, caught him with a body shot. He caught him a couple of backhands. You could see him steadying the kid up, and the kid was, you know, fighting out of his skin. But you know, the shots he caught the kid with typical southpaw shots. You know, big looping hooks. And uppercuts. It's actually the uppercuts what did the damage. I said to Billy, this guy, the shot's going to catch him all the uppercuts, but he could never seem to get into range. He seemed like his feet weren't fast enough, you know, to get into position to throw the shots he wanted to. And then he just sat on his chest and let the shots go, and he got him. Probably didn't do himself any favours when he kept coming out of the corner. It gave the kid more time. And the last finish was a bit scrappy, but the damage was already done. And we just got to take away the win from this one, I think.
Weirdly enough, do you think the Canelo Alvarez fight is slightly easier to make now?
Listen, I don't know the ins and outs. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But you know, I think Billy knows himself where he's at. And like I say, he's got a good boxing brain. He said to me, and I think that round before he stopped, I'm just going to be calm, just keep it calm. I know what I'm doing. And he does know what he's doing. You can't tell him anything about boxing, Billy, because he knows it all. He does. He's a very, very good boxer. And he knows that the kid was getting tired. You could see the kid breathing heavy, and he was fighting out of his skin. And you know, he was probably running empty, and was probably thinking, you know, I could win this fight, and that gave him the confidence. But Billy just went out there and just put everything. I said to Billy, you have to jump on this kid now, give it him. Don't let him breathe. And luckily, he caught him with the shots.
Early on in mid rounds, what were you kind of saying to Billy?
I said to him, look, you're walking onto his backhand, you're letting this kid get too confident. You know, the first round, the guy looked scared of Billy. But the more the rounds went on, the kid gained confidence from it. And, you know, 28-0, just like, well, actually 28-0 and 1 draw. He's had a lot of fights. They're tough, these Mexicans, they're hungry. Sorry, Argentinians, they're hungry.
South America.
Yeah, South America, they're hungry. And, you know, he's coming up from another weight. He wouldn't be struggling to make the weight either, and less time to travel. But you could see he was hungry, he was game. I said to Billy, you know, he's awkward, this kid, he's got long arms. Watched a couple of his fights, very awkward, very tough. And, you know, I think Billy knew he wasn't the best Billy Joe Saunders could have been tonight, and that was in his mind. But he kept it together, you know, kept his shots together and just was patient, and the knockout came.
He'll raise his game, though, once he goes up a level.
Well, you know, it's not even about raising his game. I think it's like when he boxed Lemieux, we had a great camp. We went to Canada 3 weeks before. There's 8 hours difference here. It makes a difference for people like Billy Joe Saunders. You know, we always like to get out a couple of weeks before, and like he says, we only came out, I think, 5 or 6 days before. It does play its part. You know, back home in England, we're talking it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is. So we never quite adjusted the time difference. But you know, fair play to him. He pulled it out of the bag. We take away the win. At least he finished it in style. You know, the rest of the fight wasn't much to talk about, but it makes him realise now, fighting in America with an 8-hour time difference, you know what he's got to do. He's got to be here a lot earlier.
All right, Dom, appreciate your time and your honesty, and yeah, we'll see you back in the UK soon.
Perfect.
Good man. Thank you, Dom.